Hey everyone, welcome back to a new Wizard101 video. I wanted to make this video ever since I did the Life Jewel Pack opening for the St. Patrick's Day sale, and I opened them on my storm, but I got a lot of jewels that were good for my Life Wizard, and those are the healing jewels. There's now 6% outgoing heal jewels, and I got a bunch of them. I have like 4 of those, so we're going to find a place for them. This isn't going to be like the ultimate healing video yet because I don't have every piece of gear that I need, but it's going to be like the first step towards it. And it shouldn't take me that long to actually get basically the ultimate healing gear. I'm not going for a complete, like, every piece of gear is outgoing. You know, I'm not going to sacrifice my resist for healing, but I should still be able to get good resist, good Jade stats with a lot of healing. So this is kind of like my Jade healing hybrid set that I'll be using, and I use this set a lot on my life. So let's go ahead and take off the mount here. But this is a set that I use all the time, and the stats do change when I put on the Dworgen hat because you lose out on a lot of resist and some healing, but it's not the biggest deal ever because for some fights the Dworgen hat is just too good to pass up on for the mass feint. But for this, we're just going to use Jade and see what kind of stats we can get. So to start things off, here are the jewels that I'm talking about. These are the 6% outgoing shiny mending opals. These are level 115 and I have 4 of them. So we're going to use at least one of them in this video. I will use more once I get the next piece of gear that I need, and I'll say what the piece of gear is towards the end here because I'll have to farm for it. But we're basically going for ultimate healing and also having some good Jade stats, so it's kind of a hybrid. But let's take a look at the gear right now. So Jade is what I'm going to be using for the hat and the boots, just because it gives the resist and a little bit of healing. You can probably get hat and boots that give you a lot more healing than this, but I don't really care too much about that because I want the resist as well. I think the Zeus gear gives a lot of outgoing, but I'm not going for just complete all-out outgoing healing. You know, I don't need 200% healing or anything like that. I'm just going for Jade and healing. I'm also going to be using the Spooky Carnival suit because this is just really good. This is a great Jade piece of gear, and especially for death because then you can use the Kiss of Death card. It's 6 pips. I can't really use that on my life because it's too expensive, but it's a really good heal. And so yeah, you'll be using that. I'm excited to transfer this to my death once he gets a high enough level, you know, over level 120, because he'll make good use of this as a Jade with Kiss of Death to use as a healing, because it heals your whole team. But those are the main pieces of gear. This isn't changing. Silver Order of the Spiral is super good. Outgoing Wand, I've been using that for a while. This is the one that I want to change. So Cosmic Chris is one of the best healing themes. However, I can get better outgoing minus incoming, but incoming isn't that big of a deal because how much incoming do I have? I have 40%. I mean, I'm not that worried about incoming because the outgoing is going to outweigh that. There's going to be a lot. And so I'm not really too worried. But for the Cosmic Chris, what I want to do is change this to the Morgantha theme. The Morgantha theme is similar to this one. This is the Darkmar theme, but it just gives a lot more outgoing. It gives 20% outgoing instead of 12%. And I don't think it gives incoming, but like I said, I'm going for outgoing in this set. So what I want to do is get the Morgantha thing, which for some reason I never got on my life. Even if I did, maybe I put it like, I don't know, somewhere that I can't find. I looked around, I really did. Or maybe I accidentally deleted it or something, I don't know. But this is like the ultimate healing set. This is what it's going to be. I'll be able to socket a healing jewel in both the circle spaces there, and that's an extra 12%. So I will be getting 32% outgoing just from that, and then I'll also be able to put in a triangle, a tier, so it'll be good. That's the next step. Once I get that, I'll make a follow-up video on this, and we'll see what the stats are. But this is just like the intermediate step to getting there because I don't have it yet. But I'll be using the Cosmic Chris for now because it's still good. And this one I'm not going to change. For this I might change the jewels though. Do I have any better jewels? Let's see. I'm going to keep that, but I feel like this block one is not as good anymore. You know, block, people don't really need the block jewels. I used to use them, but I don't feel like they're that necessary. And I could put in like a storm block, or because I use this one all the time. This is the only theme, or not a theme, amulet that I use. I could put in another incoming. I actually have a few incoming. I have 3 of them. I could put in 2 incoming. Kind of make up. Yeah, let's do that. I could make up for the incoming with this because this is a piece of gear I use all the time. So let's put in the incoming for this, and have 10% on the amulet. So I think that's pretty good. It looks a lot better too. So that's what I'm going to be using. It gives 6% resist, some block, and if you socket the right jewel, you can get some incoming too. So 10% incoming on that. I like that. That's pretty good. The ring. The ring, I, for the longest time, used Ring of the Dying Star forever. But the stone to the other side is actually a lot better because you can put in a circle jewel. And I guess a tier jewel and, you know, whatever you want. But I've never used this before. I had it, but I just never, I don't know, I just never thought, like, to socket the jewel to make it better. Because I was always like, you know what, Ring of the Dying Star gives 35%. That's a little better. But if you socket a jewel, this one can be better. So we're going to socket one of the outgoings. Here we go. The first 6% shiny bending opal I've ever socketed. We're going to put it into the stone of the other side. So that is the best healing ring because of the 6% outgoing. Let's put in a... I'm not going to put in this 116. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to put in this one though. And then I could put in whatever. I could put in another incoming healing. This would make it insane. I think I'm going to because I'm not going to use these at any other place. These are my healing pieces of gear. There we go. 6% outgoing, 5% incoming with the health opal. That's pretty insane. Because just from this, I'm getting 39% outgoing, 5% incoming, and I'll be healing for a lot more than I could with the Ring of the Dying Star. So that's good. Here's the pet. This is the pet that I showed off recently. This is my most recent pet that I made. It gives 12% outgoing, and it has the healing talents. So really good. Proud of that. And I also have the Omen deck, which I've socketed the accuracy so I never fizzle. At least I never fizzle life spells. So there we go. I mean, that's basically where I'm at right now. We're up to 129 on the healing. And this healing can go up by, let's see. That healing can go up by like 12% probably once I get the rest of the gear completed. So we can be at 140 outgoing once I complete this. That's going to be crazy. But not only am I going to have 140 outgoing, I'm also going to have the regular Jade stats. I'm still going to have, you know, 81% across the board on Jade for every school. If I switch to the Dworgen Hood, then I'll be at 59, which isn't the best, but I'm going to make up for it by the healing. And I don't use this hood all the time. I use it for some fights if I want it, but this is the ultimate setup right here. With Jade, I'll even have some block, 50% incoming, that's still good. 86% power pip. I could socket a pip jewel in the Athame once I get that. And that would make this even better. I'm excited for that. So this is the first step to getting the ultimate healing setup. This is it. We're getting close. And I'm excited because if I can have 140% outgoing with 81% resist and close to 100% power pip, that's gonna be pretty crazy. So we'll see how it goes, but for right now this is looking pretty good. Also, the Spooky Carnival suit gives you accuracy too, so that just makes it even better. That just makes it even better to use. So there you go. That's like a mini Jade setup video, also with the healing part of it too. If you're a life, that's what you can go for. And I'm excited to get that. So in the next week or so, maybe you'll see it from the streams for Terror Stream. You probably won't see it on my stream on Saturdays because we're going to be doing other things on that stream. But on Terror Streams, I'm going to see if we can get around to farming Morganth a little bit. So if you need Morganth, come to those streams, and we'll be farming a little bit to see if I can get that Athame. If you need other things, if you need amulets, if you need Athames yourself or whatever, then you can come join and we'll be taking people. Because those runs go quick. I'll hop on my Storm, and we'll be able to get through the Morganth fights pretty easily. Also, for the Morganth fight, you don't even need to be the school to get the drops from Morganth. Some fights, you have to be that school and you only get drops for whatever school you are. But for Morganth, you can get any school. I've gotten plenty of them. Let's check my gear vault here. I think I've gotten... It might be my Storm. But I've gotten Morganth drops from other schools before. Yeah, this one is not. Look at how many Darkmoor Athames I have. I have like 3 Darkmoor Athames, but not any of the Morganth ones. on my storm, I have a collection of just a lot of other school Athames that I might need, because you get drops from other schools in Morganth. I've gotten, when I got the fire amulet, I got it on my life, and I just traded it over. So we'll be doing that soon. But that is going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it was helpful if you're going for Jade stats, or if you're going for the hybrid Jade healing stats on a life. So that's kind of what to go for with all of these. I've upgraded to the stone to the other side, which is good. I've never used this before, and I should have. I had it. I just never used it. And then, of course, we're going to be upgrading this really soon. So that is it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope it was helpful. If it was, leave a like in this video. Subscribe for more. I'll see you all next time.